The year is 2004. You're hanging out after school, playing Star Trek Elite Force 2 and watching the latest Strong Bad email, and nobody you know has ever heard of something called World of Warcraft. You're a big fan of vampires ever since seeing Kate Beckinsale in the movie Underworld, so it catches your eye when a new game comes out called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Despite the confusing triple-layered title, you decide to pick it up and ask your friend over AOL Instant Messenger if he wants to ride his bike over to your house and watch you play. And so it begins.
That
But,
sounds amazing.
but Amanzarak, who you might remember from our Lords of the Fallen co-op playthrough, we lived a few minutes apart when we were kids, but if he rode his bike to our house today, it would probably take a month to get here. So he's watching remotely, and just to start us off, he has played this game and is familiar with the world that it takes place in, and I am not, and I don't know anything except that it is apparently based on a pen and paper RPG and that it has a passionate fan base even 20 years later. So looking forward to getting into it, and we'll see where this goes. Also, there is an unofficial patch for this game, and we went back and forth for a while on which version of the patch to use, because there's a couple options there. So, for those of you who know what the unofficial patch is, I am playing with the basic unofficial patch, which I understand focuses on bug fixes and making the game more playable today, while preserving the original gameplay experience. So, would you like to answer a series of questions about the type of vampire you would like to play and allow the game to create your character, or go directly to the character sheet? So,
Definitely go directly to the character sheet, yeah.
Okay.
Because that'll let you allocate your points and everything instead of answering a Cosmo quiz about and letting it tell you what you want to be.
Okay. And, you mentioned something about this character creation being the most crucial choice of the whole game.
Well, sort of, only in the sense that this is kind of an old school RPG, and you can really sort of mess yourself up for the whole game if you get too wacky in the creation here. So
How do you know what's wacky?
by trying and failing before, mainly.
So when I was asking around, just for general, like, I was asking which version of the unofficial patch I should play, somebody said not to play as a Malk or a Nos.
That's mainly because those two in particular are going to have major impacts on the game. I would say the Nos probably has a bigger impact, only because I definitely don't want to spoil too much, but that whole title of Vampire the Masquerade is like, let's not reveal that we're vampires to the humans, and so the Nos there, just by existing, he's breaching the Masquerade, because look at him.
Yeah, a little bit obvious.
So you literally can't even just like walk around normally.
Oh.
You have to sneak through the sewers, and like everything is stealth with the Nos.
Okay.
And then the Malkavian is literally just insane, so you won't even really know what dialogue you're clicking on, and they'll just be saying things. And the interesting thing is that they're insane, but like in a way that they are super insightful, and they're seeing more about what's happening.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you do them on a second playthrough, you'll actually pick up on things. Like when they spout all this nonsense, you'll be like, hey, that actually does mean something. But I just didn't
Okay.
know the first time through.
But these other...
The other ones, you'll be safe with it. And I mean, if one of those other two sounded great to you, then by all means go
Oh,
for
that...
it. But I just thought you should know before you clicked one and was like, what am I even playing right now?
Okay, so the Bruja are idealists and rebels, and they are militant radicals. +1 to unarmed, -2 to frenzy checks.
Yeah, the frenzy
Um,
is if you get low on blood or humanity, and I'm sure we'll have people watching this that are just absolute professionals at this stuff. I'm very much not. I just happen to know more than star charts, so I'm trying to at least guide him through the beginnings of the game here. But yeah, the frenzy is like if you're low on blood or humanity, you have a chance to just go crazy and start attacking everything at random, which is not great in combat, but it's even worse if you happen to be in the middle of a nightclub.
right.
So the
So,
main impact that choosing one of these will have is each vampire clan has access to three different powers, essentially, like sort of like small skill trees of powers.
mm-hmm.
And so the type of the clan of vampire you're choosing determines which three powers you have access to.
Okay.
And I think you can probably pretty easily go back and forth here. Like if you wanted to hit next, you could see which powers the Toreador gives you.
Well, just reading
Uh,
the descriptions, I was thinking Toreador. It feels like the most vampire-like, at least the way I like to imagine vampires, the whole svelte and seductive and just
right,
sort of arts and society, whatever. Seems like a safe choice. All humanity shifts are doubled.
right. So
Mm,
if you do something truly horrendous, then you lose double the humanity. But there's ways to gain humanity back in the game, so
mm.
that would be doubled as well.
And we have attributes to pick.
Yeah. So
Mm,
uh, that thing on the side on the right that says feats and it lists all your stuff there. If you hover over like unarmed at the top there,
oh, okay.
so see on the left there, it's highlighting strength and brawl in yellow.
Yeah.
Those two things are both contributing to your final unarmed score.
Okay.
So that's essentially just how this works. And then at the very bottom, the disciplines is those three power trees that I was talking about. So the
Okay.
Toreador gets Auspex, Celerity, and Presence.
Should I focus on something in particular here?
So
Um,
my like just general advice for anything I will give you, and then I'll let you just kind of look through all of these and decide what you think you might want. I do think that anyone should have at least probably a three in unarmed. And I'm sure that people who are watching this are going to scream in agony when I'm saying that. But the thing is that even if you don't plan on punching people a lot, which I don't necessarily recommend that you do anyway, but the unarmed score contributes to how easy it is for you to grab someone and feed on them, like drink their blood.
okay.
So if your score is too low, then they'll be able to just you'll constantly fail at it. Um,
Okay.
Whereas even if you're up to like three, which is a fairly minimum cost to get it that high, then you'll be able to like even grab onto people during combat and just like drain them all the way down. So
Okay. Physical has 0 points remaining. Social has 2 points remaining. Okay. Yeah, I got it. So if I want to get unarmed up to 3, I need to spend points in brawl.
you can put one in brawl for now. I wouldn't leave unarmed at zero. I guess is or at one is what I'm saying. The other main thing I think you'll want to do is if you go up to social, you have, or actually, I guess maybe go over to the right to where the feats are and go down to mental. You'll see intimidate, persuasion, and seduction. And because you're a Toreador, your seduction's already at two instead of one.
Okay.
Those are the three like conversation skills. So if you want to be sort of manipulating people into doing what you want by
Mm-hmm.
talking to them, those are the three routes you can take. So you probably want to
Like pick
choose
one of them.
pick one of them and specialize in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I put um, seduction was at 2 because I put one in subterfuge.
Oh, okay.
Um, so maybe I should, as a Toreador, focus on being beautiful and maybe 2 in subterfuge. Maybe 3 in appearance. Is hacking a big thing?
It definitely comes up. Uh, If I remember correctly, lockpicking is probably like the most important of the covert ones,
Ah,
just because you're always going to want to like pick the locks to get into locked door, like rooms and that kind of thing, and the
so
safes.
maybe
And
1 in security.
what contributes to lockpicking? I
Uh,
don't remember.
just
Is it
security,
dexterity and
dex and security, yeah.
yeah? Hmm.
So maybe 1 in security since I have no points left for physical.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought for sure that you would have. Uh, but again, it's been a while since I played this.
And maybe, yeah, maybe wits makes sense. I'm trying to pick thematically, but also keep in mind the stuff you're saying is more important. I put 2 points in appearance, a point in wits, 1 in brawl, and 2 in subterfuge, 1 in security, and I have to put 2 points in knowledges, 1 in
Uh,
investigation,
hmm,
and 1 in computer.
Seems reasonable. I'm trying to remember. Scholarship probably has to do with the research
Yeah,
skill.
research and persuasion. Yeah.
Research, you'll find skill books sometimes, and if your research is high enough, you can read the skill and like get an extra point in unarmed or in lockpicking or whatever just from reading the skill book.
Okay. So maybe 1 in investigation and 1 in scholarship.
I think the main thing that we're missing at this point is the combat capabilities, and that will definitely
Oh,
come up.
I mean,
Yeah,
if I don't take security for the lockpicking, I could put 1 point in either firearms or melee.
at the beginning of the game, melee weapons that you find are better, but then at the end of the game, probably the
Okay.
firearms you find are better.
Okay. Well, I'll go with firearms, and then I have to pick between auspex, celerity, and presence. Perceiving auras and seeing better in darkness. Um,
Yeah, so that's uh like seeing people through walls, that kind of thing.
okay. And then preternatural speed. All but the first level are obvious supernatural acts, and using them is a violation of the Masquerade.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and if you're going with ranged combat instead of melee, especially because the early game ranged weapons are not very good, you might want to put your point in celerity just so you're even faster and you can, dodge around people who are
Hmm.
maybe better at fighting than you and keep shooting them with your terrible little
Hmm.
pea shooter. Presence is like a debuff, I think, to
Yeah, reduces
yeah,
enemies' effectiveness. So I have 1 point in each, and I'm just choosing what to make level 2 instead.
yes, correct.
Um, Celerity or presence seem like they're probably better choices.
Yeah, I don't think the first level of celerity does too much for you, especially because they're saying that even the using the first level is not even a obviously supernatural
Hmm.
ability. So if you
All
really
right.
wanted it to
Yeah.
help you in combat, I would go for level 2, but
Fair
uh,
enough.
presence could easily be, I mean, it's sort of like, do you want to enhance yourself or do you want to
Right.
debuff all your enemies?
Well, we'll go with
And
this.
yeah, I'm sure
Okay.
that we've probably already messed up your entire playthrough here. So people who are watching this are like, get this guy out of here. You would have been better off just doing it yourself.
The Masquerade is the code of secrecy that hides vampire existence from humankind. Violations of the Masquerade will lead to ambush attacks from human vampire hunters and scorn, contempt, or worse from your fellow kindred. If you lose all Masquerade points, you lose the game. Interesting. So that's what these faces are.
Yeah.
Is my Masquerade points?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, I need to name the character.
Your
Uh,
seduction is 5. Yes. And everything else is 1 or 2. Or so
I'm.
you're extremely seductive, and but that's all.
I, t-
Like I,
I thought that's
we
what I'm
maybe
supposed
could
to
have
go for.
we maybe could have been a little more balanced here.
Okay, well, I could take one out of appearance, and uh,
What does that let you?
I
Uh,
could get it in charisma or manipulation instead.
that doesn't really seem any better.
Right. The only other thing is I did put another point into sub. I put 2 points into subterfuge, and I could get dodge or intimidation instead, or just get a second point in brawl to get unarmed up to 3. I could do that and have unarmed at 3, and seduction is still 4.
Well, that might. I mean, seduction at 4 at the beginning of the game is still, I think, plenty high probably. That might help you because unarmed at 3 means that even if your firearm skills are not working too well, you could still
Mm-hmm.
use your unarmed of 3 and like hopefully grab people in the middle of combat and
Okay,
drain them till they're dead.
that makes
Um,
sense.
so maybe that's a thing.
What's a good name for a svelte and seductive Toreador? Like, what year does this happen in? Also,
I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be the year that the game came out, more or less.
this whole time my camera has been covering up the. I need to find a better place to put it. I was covering up some of the feet windows,
Oh,
so
oh no.
we'll try this instead.
We have to restart and pretend that we're doing it for the first time now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What year did you say this was?
I think I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be the year that the game came out, essentially.
Okay, so like a name like Keith. What's a normal 2000s name? Who was the
Dracula.
that no, that ridiculously pompous vampire from Underworld that was like Celine's
Oh
like
yeah, what was his name?
Craven?
Craven. Yeah, what kind of name was that?
Craven? Which is a silly name.
Is that how it was spelled?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I actually liked Victor's name. I'll go with
I was
Victor.
just gonna say Victor, yeah.
That's probably the name everyone chooses.
Although I think that might be a character in the game. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, but mine is spelled with a K.
Right.
Well, all right. Let's
Yeah,
go with
it's been
this.
a little while since I played this for sure. I mean, this game came out well, like 20 years ago, so I have played it since then. But is your screen jittering like crazy?
Nope.
Okay, so that's just on my end.
Is this where we are turned?
Yep.
It is jittering a little bit, but I don't know if that's like intentional because of the whole bite thing.
I don't think it's
It's
intentional.
probably not.
Very abrupt.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society. lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.
Wow.
So all those people in the audience are like main characters that you're going to end up meeting.
Okay. Yeah,
Your sire, tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There, you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Yeah, if you could look past the dated graphics, I mean, there's really a reason that this game is still so popular and beloved. It's like the characters are interesting, the voice acting is great, the lore is super cool. So
that was a really cool opening, and it just...
Yeah, for sure.
So it just, like, we've been deposited in Santa Monica, and... Yep. Oops.
What a scene, man! Woo-wee! Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, you know, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Oh, I don't have a cursor. I guess, do I just hit like the number?
Probably.
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
He sounds like... He sounds like Bender from Futurama.
He is, yeah.
Oh.
But he's basically offering you to do the tutorial.
Okay.
So you definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Step out back here.
I like that. We're just dumped out
This is much better.
and told to learn the ropes and come back once we've learned it.
Somebody should
Yeah.
fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know. Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink
You
yet?
look wobbly.
Oh man, we're popping a cherry here. You're gonna love this. Alright, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, plus your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready though, cause hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
That's the one thing I always thought might be really pretty dull about vampire existence, is only being able to have one thing for the rest of your life.
Well, down around the corner there,
Right.
I saw this human, poor SOB his car. Alright. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Alright. Yeah, and he won't become a vampire, I guess?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
Oh, okay. My blood pool on the right here. Fuel for vampiric powers or disciplines. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most areas. One is in the alley around the corner.
It's crazy how much the game is jittering on my screen here.
Really?
But as long as it's fine on yours, we're all good.
I still need to move the camera, I think. It's still... Like, I don't want to cover up the dialogue windows. Move it over there. That should be okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. Feeding on humans fills your blood pool. Press the feed key F when you're close. It's important that humans do not see you feed on other humans. I'll see this bar appear. Stop feeding before emptying his blood pool and killing him. Okay. Hello, sir. Do you see how svelte and seductive I am? And don't kill him. All right. He seems fine.
Yeah. He'll walk it off. Having 80% of his blood drained.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it.
Take it down a notch, buddy.
That's all about right there.
Ah, damn it. I probably need to move the camera just a little bit. Just a little bit to the left. When do I get my cape and pick the color?
Alright now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain. Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club. Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's actually not that difficult to die as a vampire.
Okay, now.
Right.
What the fuck is this? You get inside here and head upstairs.
You do that. I guess he's waiting for me to stop looking at him. Left click. No. E to use. Okay. Press the jump key to jump. Jump onto the boxes against the wall and up to the walkway above. Yeah. Almost.
He's watching you from the doorway, just shaking his head like.
Feats are the combinations of abilities and attributes. Yeah, we looked at that at the character's screen, I guess. Inspection is a feat, combination of perception and investigation. Allows you to see hidden and secret things. For example, the lockpick on the crate. You can find your feats listed on the right-hand side of your character sheet. And press E to pick up.
Yeah, I don't think we gave you any stealth ability, did we? So you're going to be running and gunning through here unless you. I mean, you get experience points to put into those throughout the game here, so you could decide to start, upping your stealth if you wanted.
Down
But
Yeah.
Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? Christ, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat. Well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright? The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
Oh, he's new.
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
Got it.
Shh. Heads up. Back away.
Nice.
and you actually could have gotten those powers if you'd chosen a certain clan,
Oh.
like to summon those wolves.
Shut the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
On it. L for the quest log. Okay. So those are examples of the vampire powers.
Yeah, I think that's from the animalism feat. You can summon those wolves, you can summon ravens, like bats,
Oh, nice.
all kinds of stuff.
Let's see. If value of your lockpicking is equal to or greater than the difficulty, you'll be able to pick it. Okay.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
I had my moments.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
So, got that list of people from high school.
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento. And it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning. Keep our secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling.
I mean, the Sabbat are, like, being completely unsubtle about it anyway. so it's hard to see how it's remaining a secret.
Party back there with the guy in
Right.
the suit and the Magilla Gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
Hmm. The vampire good guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think some other time, baby. I like to let people form their own opinions. All right, now don't worry, because I know the area a little. And you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay.
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
Alright. Okay. Combat area, anything goes. Mask means respect to the Masquerade. Elysium is vampire neutral ground. No combat or disciplines. Don't break the Masquerade.
Yeah, did it? The game hasn't told you yet about the blood buff, right? Except for right there where it mentioned it.
No.
So that's one of the skills that all the vampires can do is like you drain a little bit of that blood bar to give yourself a buff, so it'll let you potentially lockpick something that you wouldn't have been able to otherwise, as long as it's like, I forget, it maybe adds like a point to your score or something like that. I don't remember the specifics. I'm sure it'll tell you.
Okay. Oh, oops. Can I use this? Computers are helpful in solving quests. Okay, so this is what hacking is for. You'll be prompted to press Control-C to attempt your hacking feat. Alright. Safe. Password required. Oh, but I can use the hacking feat, which I actually don't think I have. I don't think I put any... Oh no, I did. That's right. Okay, cool. Now we can unlock the safe. Done.
Nice.
And
But I think yeah,
it was
also
literally
had the
written right
password
there. Key to the stairwell. Cool.
There we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Got it. Inventory. Cool. Keyring. Wallet. Your wallet is empty, baby. You're so broke. You can't even afford to pay attention.
The writing is so good in this game.
Okay, I got my fists and no ranged weapons and some clothes. Key. Oh, he's gone already.
Like Batman.
Wow. Yep, they're immortal, but we've seen like half a dozen of them die already.
Yeah.
I've been wounded. Blue is health. And it will, yeah, okay. If your health is completely depleted, you suffer final death and your game is over. Well, at least it regenerates over time, automatically, I guess. Yellow means aggravated damage. That takes longer to heal.
fun life, these Sabat Vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do. Well, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff. Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
What happens if I get overzealous?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
The beast.
The beast, it's always there, waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
Oh, that's like the frenzy checks that it was mentioning.
Yeah, I think so.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
All right.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity and don't go hungry. It's a fine line. All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Back in a minute. Just one more small adjustment. That should do it for the camera.
You might want to do a manual save, so you don't have to replay any of that if we
Oh, true.
have an issue.
Yeah, I do remember someone told me I should save often because there's still there's still some bugs, I guess. He said it was down here, I think.
Yeah.
Draining innocent humans will give you a penalty to humanity, and then you'll lose control of your character. Okay.
And I think the lower the quality of the blood of the person you're draining, the faster they drain.
Oh yeah, that went down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Not quite as good, huh? You could do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Tasted like old gym socks.
Well, give it a try.
Rats can be fed upon to gain a single blood point. Near the yellow windows, okay. Humans don't react well when they see live rats being sucked on.
Yeah, if you had gone with a Nosferatu, I think you'd be mostly living on rats. But then the Ventru, like, they can only drink like hybrid blood, so bums or rats or whatever. If you try and drink their blood, I don't think you get any benefit from it, and then you like vomit blood and like fall over and all this weird stuff.
Well, that was delish. What's next?
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
You told us to.
I don't blame them.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here. Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Okay, stealth
The building
time.
across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows, and don't let him see you.
Got it.
All right, go.
Sneaking is a combination of dexterity and stealth. You must be crouched. Okay. Green means safe, yellow means maybe seen, and red means they will see you if they're looking in your direction. Okay. Crouch. I'm not actually sure where he said to go, but... Oh, okay. Okay, so the little number in the gauge goes up to... Okay.
Oh, for the stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Seemed like he saw you.
So the red just means if he looks at me, he'll see me, right? I think.
Could be.
How'd you get here?
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
Alright, that's pretty green.
The Sabat, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire. He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
Yep, I got a little frustration to work out.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
Born ready.
Born ready.
Equip your fists. Press the
they're always equipped.
Press the melee weapons key F1 until your fists icon is highlighted in your melee weapon inventory lists. Then click left mouse and then left click to attack. And combination of strength and brawl. Depending on direction you're moving when you initiate the attack, does different attacks. Okay. Block by holding tab.
And you can holster your fists.
F. Okay. My fists are equipped.
Yeah, the combat is not the reason that people play this game. I will tell you that right now.
And we can attack. And we can holster the fists. Okay. Got it. We sneak up on him. Ah.
Oh, man.
Block.
Well, we did put some points into unarmed. Man, you took him out.
So, like, the direction I'm... Okay, if I'm holding back, it does sort of a leap attack. Left and right don't seem to really change it. Tire iron. Equip the tire iron. Okay. And that, so ranged, and then armor is F3. I've just got my clothes, I guess.
I'm actually curious what the lethality rating of the tire iron is compared to your fists, because I think you're higher in unarmed right now than melee.
Am I able to see?
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah.
Lethality 7 for the iron and lethality 8 for the fists.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised because you've got more points in unarmed right now,
Oh.
and the tire iron is just like a basic melee weapon.
The feat adjustment is a -2 for the tire iron, and it's a +2 for my fists.
Yeah. So you would legitimately be better off punching them for now until
Yeah.
the second you get like a better melee weapon, it's going to make up for that. But
yeah. Holster the fists.
That's that. Sounds
Keep
like we
them
got another
holstered.
hack, the Sabat are going all out. Better head underground, avoid stray bullets.
Sounds good.
All right, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
See ya. Do I just like walk backwards or just fall down the hole, I guess?
Yep.
When you're positioned to form a stealth kill... Oh, okay. I was wondering if there was such a thing as that. Equip your fists or a melee weapon. Press E when you see the stealth kill icon. Or when you're on higher stealth levels. I'm not sure what that means.
If your like your stealth score is higher.
Then you just left click instead of pressing E.
Seems like it.
Stealth.
I didn't know
Not
that
sure what's
snapping a
going on.
vampire's neck
Sounds
would
like
kill
the
it.
Sabbat is scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
Just my luck. Okay, disciplines are my powers. So blood buff is a vampiric power.
Yeah.
Passive and targeted. And they cost blood. Blood buff is common to all vampires. Scroll the mouse wheel to select it and use it with right click. Okay. Temporary bonus to all physical attributes. Okay.
Yeah, it's easy to forget about blood buff, but it can help you overcome a skill check that you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
So, blood buff. Cool. And that was difficulty 3, which is why I was able to do it. Okay.
Right. So blood buff just gives you a dexterity, strength, and stamina boost for a couple minutes or however long.
Okay. Toreador have Auspex, Celerity, and Presence. See people's auras, increase perception. There's a guard up ahead. Use Auspex to see his aura through the machinery. Scroll the mouse wheel, use it. So it's a passive discipline, but I still have to activate it?
Yeah. Well, it's like a buff that you activate, and then it's
Oops.
passively going. Well, you can see his aura now as he's flying at you.
Whoops.
Oops.
Alright, cool. And this will
Think
just...
they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. Come to an elevator around the way. Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
No problem. Call the president if I'm not there in 10 minutes. Presence is the power to mystically project your personality. Once you activate it, pay attention to the discipline timer on the bottom right. There's a guard up ahead. Use presence to frighten and then kill him. Okay. Presence. Nice. Oh, nice. So that just gave him like a debuff, I guess, being close to me when I had presence.
Sorry, what was that?
That just gave him a debuff or something when he was close to me when I had presence active.
Yes, exactly.
So, celerity, once I activate it, has a timer. Got it. Levels 2 through 5 is a masquerade violation. Okay.
And there is a way to deactivate any buffs that you currently have going, like before the time runs out even. but I'm trying to look up what key it is.
Cool. I like celerity.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it just gets more and more OP as you level it up more.
When you pick up an object and throw it, okay. To pick it up, press the use key, and to throw it, press the attack key. Pick up this, and throw it over there.
Huh? What's that tuna can doing over there? I'm gonna walk over there slowly and stare at the wall.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood. Yeah, they probably seen too much. Here, take this 38.
Oh, nice.
Shooter, but a few shots in it'll take down a human.
Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
I don't think I even realized that Santa Monica was Los Angeles, or like in the same place. Is it like a suburb or something of LA? I don't know.
Well,
It's
some are more
close
lethal
to it,
than
I
others,
think.
of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you.
I just knew it was someplace out in California.
Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I gotta make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
Okay. Okay. F2 to equip the revolver. Press the attack key. Alternate firing mode. Practice on the bottles at the end of the hall. F2.
So yeah, that like the spread and how quickly you're able to focus is because of your range score. So obviously it's not great right now.
Right.
And I think you had some ways to up your perception. I don't.
Auspex.
Auspex does, yeah.
But that doesn't look like it changed anything.
Well, maybe the speed that it closes in. Oh, yeah, that is closing faster.
Yeah, that is a pretty wide spread, though.
Yes, it is. Well, your firearm score is still pretty low, and that's not a very good gun, so...
I forgot. Is there a reload button or something?
Did you try R?
Yes.
Go on up. I'll meet you.
Cool. Elevator. Ground floor? I like these two much higher resolution buttons.
Yeah.
Out of the...
Let me out. I think there are going to be some more guys in here. I could be wrong, though.
I'll equip the fists.
Yeah.
Where you going then?
Celerity.
Nice. That was actually pretty sweet. Oh, look at me, I'm so fast. I don't know if the...
Oh. Ow.
I don't know if either of those weapons are better than the tire iron.
Use your feats and disciplines in dialogue. When you're able to do this, your responses will show up in the different colors. Okay. Well, that's cool. I like the stylistic choices of the dialogue options.
Yeah.
Instead of just like putting it in brackets, like persuasion.
So yeah, I mean, it lets you easily see
Yeah.
which one you want to go for. So you'll be using seduction a lot, I guess, as a Toreador.
And can I, like, if I'm fighting something, I can just, like, press F to try to grab it and feed on it?
You can, yeah. So if we find another guy, you could drain him.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city.
And when my blood gets down too low, that just means I can't use those powers?
Yeah, and I think it ups your chance of frenzying.
Okay.
Until the next night when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back.
I think.
Parry, dodge, spin and all that, and so on and so on and so on.
So this is normal.
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabat. Now, in LA, these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. Lot of tension out there. Lot of fear. Lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity. Oh, boy. I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but hell, you'll figure it all out. If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
Good luck. 2 XP. Is that a lot? Okay.
Yeah, you might be tempted to try and save up the points and like max out something right away, but that's probably not recommended early game. It's better to like pull some of these things at least up out of the gutter where they are right now, just
Right.
to better your chances of survival. Like become a little bit of a jack of all trades at first, and then decide which things you like and get those up higher.
I didn't really look at these soak feats before.
Yeah.
I guess just different defensive things. Okay. So 2 XP means I can drop a point in 2 things, I guess.
No, because everything costs a different amount probably.
Oh,
See
true.
where it's...
Oh, yeah, cost 6 for level 3 and something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it might even be different. I don't even think it's like every level 3 thing costs 6. I think it also matters what category it's in.
Well, it's saying the level 2 costs 4, and then the level 4 costs 12. So it just seems to...
But is that the same for like disciplines versus social attributes? Maybe it is.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
Except... No. The skills, the second rank costs 3, and the first rank also costs 3.
Yeah, I thought there was some difference.
And then 10 for the disciplines, yeah, sorry. They're way different. Okay, well that means I can't actually get anything yet, so I guess I'll hold on to them.
Okay.
Hold on to the points.
Well, you get a couple more, I would imagine, pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, that was a really cool opening.
Yeah. This is your first hideout. You'll get others throughout the game, but this is the first one.
Nice.
It's amazing.
It's a nice place. And a Lacuna Coil poster on the wall.
Yeah.
Ah, that takes me back.
Yep.
Well, cool. I like it a lot. Can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, it's a great game.
We will check out this hideout next time and then see what's out there.
Sounds good.
So, thank you so much for watching this inaugural episode of VTMB, as I've learned that it's called in shorthand. Any closing thoughts?
Nope. I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm glad you're liking it so far, though, despite how old it is.
Oh no, there's something endearing about how dated it is.
Yeah.
It's very nostalgic.
Yeah, it works for sure.
Like, I remember because I mentioned Elite Force 2. Like that was that game. The animations like were just starting to be like the faces of people who were talking like actually were animated instead of just swapping between like
Right.
static pictures of what their face looked like.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I ever played Elite Force 2. I definitely played the first one all the way through.
Yeah, those were good days. But I do remember their their faces were like three different
Yeah.
low res images that would just swap between them when they talked.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I really like the writing so far and the characters and everything. So
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
great.
actually I'm curious what it's a. I mean, I read that it's based on an actual like pen and paper RPG. I'm kind of curious what that's like if it's still something that people play.
Oh yeah, I mean
So,
it's still very popular. This whole the Vampire the Masquerade, there are a bunch of like kind of visual novel style games that are pretty new out on Steam set in this universe, and
oh, okay.
because someone actually has the rights to like be making games in this universe again now, and they've been saying for a while that they're going to put out a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And so there are actually trailers and gameplay footage you can watch of that. But then at one point they said it was indefinitely on hold, and like they switched developers, and I thought it was completely dead for sure.
Oh,
But then recently they've said it's back on. So
I do actually remember hearing about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I thought it was silly, like adding another layer to the like.
yeah, at least they didn't add like another tagline after
Yeah.
that.
Thanks for being my co-pilot. It's definitely fun to have somebody around who's actually played the game and knows the universe a bit.
No, it's great.
So
I'm happy to do it for all the rest of them, or none of the rest of them if everybody hated it, or like come back every now and then. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to
yep,
seeing what you think of the rest of the game.
sounds
So,
good.
alrighty,
All right, I'll see you next time.
sounds good.